Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Georg Mack Plays the Classics. Not content with another shoot 'em up, we've got a puzzle game on hand with Fantasy Zone, the Maze. I'm hesitant to call this a Pac-Man rip because there's a lot more to it, but it works a lot like Pac-Man. Opa Opa has to move around a maze picking up dots, coins, and avoiding the alien baddies. There are spots where Opa Opa can wrap around the screen to avoid his enemies, and that's pretty much where the similarities end. Fantasy Zone then goes beyond and places power-ups and set spaces on the stage. If you have enough money in your coffers, you can go over the power-up and buy it. The more you use the power-ups, the more expensive they become, just like in the mainline Fantasy Zone games. The big wings are probably the most useful because they make you faster, allowing you to avoid the enemies more easily. They also stack, so you can go really fast if you want. The guns come in handy if you do a bad job at enemy control. There's a master hole on each level where the first enemies spawn. As time goes by, the circle changes from black to red, where it then sends out a pulse that creates more, faster enemies. You can reset the timer by moving over the spot, but this takes you away from your coins and opens you up to problems. If you grab the wide shot when there are large clumps of enemies, you can take them out and find yourself some more coin. There are 7 planets with 4 rounds per planet. The last round is a bonus stage that tasks you with navigating a darkened maze to collect as many coins as you can. When it comes to grading Fantasy Zone, the Maze on Sega Master System, graphics get a 2.5. Graphics are typical Fantasy Zone fare. Colorful and pleasing, but nothing new. Sound gets a 2.0. Same goes for the music and sound effects. They've been recycled. Gameplay gets a 3.0. The gameplay is pretty good. If I would have been smarter with how the guns worked, I would have done better. Difficulty gets a 3.0. I think it's a pretty fair game all around. You could probably get into trouble with power-up prices before the end. Fun factor gets a 2.5. This is a relatively fun game from a fairly simple premise. I appreciate trying to build on the Pac-Man style. Overall, Fantasy Zone the Maze earns a 2.6 and gets a B-. It's nothing to scoff at and is a pretty decent game. Give it a shot. Well, that's going to do it for me for today. Please make sure to like this video. Let me know what you think of Fantasy Zone the Maze in the comments. And please subscribe to Head Drop Productions because I want you here for each and every video we release because it is your destiny.